Lie down. Come by. Come by. Lie down. Lie down.
So I've about
Lie
20
down.
ewes and lambs down in my training
Lie
paddock,
down. Wait.
and I decided to shear them
Come
there
by.
the other day, and I
Come by.
divided them up
Come
into
by.
groups of 5, and I let the
Lie
dog
down.
load them for me.
Lie down.
Now the beauty of
Lie
this
down.
is
Wait.
Cap gets to do a few jobs
down.
here. You can
Lie
see
down.
here's one that's shorn
Lie
already,
down.
and so I use him to shed her off.
Wait.
Now Cap doesn't know anything about shedding, knows nothing about it. Bear in mind now Cap is only 7 months old. But see, here's an opportunity. That one that was sheared wanted to get away. You can see Cap looking at her there. And so I just tried to encourage him onto these ones, as if these are the ones I'm interested in, Cap. You can ignore her.
Come by. Lie down.
Now there's another opportunity coming up here to shed out these 2
Here.
shorn ones
Here.
again.
Come by.
Cap is still wondering what to do about that one.
Wait. Lie down. Lie
Here
down.
it comes.
Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Come by.
And now we've
Lie
got a
down.
woolly, so I've got to move Cap
Wait. Lie down.
and still got to get this one
Lie
out.
down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down.
And see, there she goes. Now Cap doesn't even know how to shed
That'll do. Here,
yet.
Cap. Here,
He's
Cap.
shed
Here,
off
Cap. Good
3
dog. Here.
shorn
Here.
sheep
Here,
there,
Cap. Here, Cap.
and we've got
Here,
our
Cap.
bundle of
Come on.
5 woolies.
Lie down. Lie down. Wait. Wait.
And so now we've got to
Here,
load
here,
these
Cap.
woolies into the pen.
Wait.
All the time Cap has to ignore those ones over there. You can see them there in the
Lie down.
background.
Lie down. Lie down. Come by. Come by. Come by. Lie down.
And
Lady.
so like he's got to distinguish between the woolies and the other ones. Cap's wondering, what'll I do? Will I get the other ones? But
Daddy,
I keep him on the woolies.
Lie down. Come by. Come by. Daddy. Wait. Lie down.
Now, of course,
Lie down.
it'd be a lot easier for me just to take one of my open dogs and just, sure, 4 or 5 of them there I could do the job with. I could just put 20 of them in the pen in one go. But here's an opportunity to make a little job out of it
Lie down.
and do 2 things at the same time.
Come by.
Cap here
Come
is
by.
learning. He's learning how to shed. He's learning how to differentiate between sheep. He's learning
down.
how to
Lie down.
pen, how to
Come by.
hold,
Lie down.
reinforcing
Come
his
by.
sides, and he stopped.
Come by.
Look at this
Come
one breaking
Come
for
by.
it. Here's a tricky situation.
Lie
And
down.
yet there's
Lie
no
down.
big pressure for
Lie
Cap.
down. Wait.
So I'm really pleased with him there with what he's achieved.
Lie down. Come
And
by.
so when you hear
Come
me
by.
talking about
Come by.
incremental steps
down.
all the
Lie
time,
down.
that's an incremental step there. You
Lie
know,
down.
it's a little shed.
Lie down.
He
Come by.
covered that breaking
Come by.
sheep.
Lie down.
It's a little investment in his knowledge there,
Wait.
and it's something
Lie
that
down.
we'll build on. So it's not
Lie
a
down.
big deal in itself. He still doesn't know how to shed, but it's an incremental investment into his shedding.
Lie down.
He'll be a small step closer to understanding what shedding
down.
is the next time we try to shed.
Lie down.
And so look,
down.
here we are now with
Lie down.
a
Lie down.
5 sheep penned in a pen
down.
that's open on 2 sides with a
Lie
dog
down.
that's only 7 months old. But the training opportunity doesn't end there. Remember, we've got those 5 sheared or 3 sheared sheep still back there. So let's get a little turn back into them.
Cap. Look. Come by. Time.
And rather than just fetch them back to me at the pen, they'll use it
Time.
as an opportunity to cross-drive these
Dog.
sheep and keep them separate from the ones in the pen. Of course, they'd love to run back to the
Daddy,
pen here where the
come,
woolies
come.
are.
Daddy.
But let's just keep them separate.
Lie down. Wait. Lie down. Daddy. Lie down. Lie down. Wait. Wait. Come by. Lie down. Come by. Come by. Come by. Daddy. Daddy. Good dog. Come by. Come by. Lie down. Lie down.
So like I was saying
Daddy.
with that shed,
Come by.
that wasn't really
Lie
a
down.
shed because the
Lie
dog
down.
doesn't know how to shed.
Daddy.
But like I said, it
Come
was
by.
an
Lie
incremental
down.
step in
Lie
him learning to shed.
Lie down.
And so
Daddy.
likewise, that turn back, well, that was an incremental step in him learning to turn
Come by.
back. But before
Lie down.
that,
Daddy.
the very first thing I did when I
Lie
was
down.
getting him to
Wait.
turn back
Lie
was I
down.
told him to
Wait.
look.
Wait.
And so that look
Wait.
was put in earlier in place. So
Wait.
that was also an incremental step that was, prepared in the dog earlier. So it wasn't a big,
Lie down.
wasn't
Come
a,
by.
wasn't
by.
something I knew I was going to get when I asked
Daddy.
him to look.
Lie down. Daddy. Wait.
So
Wait.
that's what I mean by
Daddy,
just
Cap.
building on those
Lie
incremental
down.
steps.
Daddy.
All those little things like getting him
Lie
to
down.
turn his head, and getting him to look for sheep, and little things we did before we'd send him for sheep,
Wait.
they all start to
Lie.
stack up when you go
down.
on in the
Come
training.
by. Lie down. Lie down. Come by. Lie down. Wait. Wait. Wait.
So what I like about this kind of setup is Cap has got the shed sheep, he's got the pen sheep, and here we are completing
Come on,
another little
lady.
task where we kept these separate
Wait,
from the other bunch,
wait, lie
and
down.
now we're putting them
Lie
out,
down.
but we're finished.
Lie down.
So this has been a nice little investment in Cap's education and something that we'll continue to build on.